Hey gardeners, it's Enlightenment Garden here, second week in December, and I'm going to talk to you today about the loquat. So the loquat is also called Nispero. It's indigenous to southeastern China, but it's been cultivated in Japan for over 1,000 years. And Japan is actually the leading producer of loquats, followed by Israel and Brazil. So the loquat is a nice addition to the garden because it is an evergreen, so it doesn't drop its leaves. It is a subtropical, so it has cold tolerance to 12 degrees, but its fruit can be killed if lows drop to 25 or below. So the other thing to note is I'm here in the Phoenix area in Arizona. We get very hot in the summer. And loquats really don't care for the heat. They can thrive once they're mature, but it takes a couple years of protecting them in the summers, shade protecting them so that they don't burn up. As their leaves here are very sensitive to sun scorch. So with the proper protection and watering of this loquat, it can grow to 20 feet tall. And actually there's quite a few examples of mature loquats in the Phoenix area. So it's very possible to grow these to maturity. So just to talk about the components here, you can see the leaves are a dark green color. They're actually very thick and stiff. And they also have this whitish hair on them. It's kind of hard to see. So there's some fuzziness on the leaves. So in Phoenix, the loquat starts opening its buds in early winter, which is where we're at right now. So you can see its buds are borne on these panicles. And the flowers are fairly small here, but extremely fragrant. You can see they're just, the bees are all over here, enjoying it. And the fragrance kind of just permeates the whole yard here. It's very strong. And as you can see, the loquat is primarily pollinated by bees. So they're busy here, doing their job. Now some cultivars are infertile, and they need a pollinator. The variety I planted here is actually one of those infertile varieties. It's called Champagne. So what I've done is grafted a fertile variety on. So I had a Macbeth in the yard, and grafted one of its healthy branches on. This was just recent, so it hasn't leafed out. This branch right nearby, you can actually see where the graft union is. This one I did around January this year, and it hasn't budded out yet, so probably not going to get fruit set this year, even with these grafts, because they're just not mature enough. So just a little bit more on this variety. Champagne is actually a white variety. There's orange flesh varieties and white flesh varieties. The white flesh tend to be a little bit sweeter. And this is considered to be one of the best of the white varieties. It's has a very translucent, melting, juicy flesh. And it's on the sweeter side. Now if you've never tried a loquat before, the taste is really like a mix between an apricot, a plum, and cherry, but it also has some floral notes on there. So it's got a very unique flavor profile. I really haven't met anyone that dislikes it. It's a pretty nice tasting fruit to grow. So when loquats do set fruit, that fruit generally ripens up in springtime in March to April. Like I said, I'm skeptical that I will get fruit this year because the grafts are too young and not budding, but who knows, I might have a neighbor nearby that has a fertile variety to pollinate this. So I hope you all enjoyed this quick video on the loquat. I'll do an update if I get fruit in the spring. Show you what that looks like. As always, please comment below with any questions. Thanks for watching and happy gardening.